Hey everybody, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense, where we talk personal finance, investing, and chart analysis. Today we are looking at ticker symbol DECK, that is Deckers Outdoors. We're going to see what institutions and hedge funds are doing. We're also going to look at some advanced charting to see uh, overall trend lines. We're going to look at some Fibonacci arcs. We'll see if we can find any other patterns on the larger time frame. And uh, I was hoping I had charted this one before, but oh, I have. And it looks like I missed out. So, we'll come back to this momentarily, but for now, let's look at FinViz. We'll look and see if the stock deserves to be 950. Should it be more? Should it be less? Etc. So, first thing I'm gonna do is shrink my head for you because I know you're tired of looking at my pretty big face. So, I mean, this is went from 200 to 1100, and it's now down to 950. It is with the bulls. It is with the bulls. Money flows with the bulls. The relative momentum, and it's with the bulls. Uh, yeah. So looking at other information, so the quick ratio is over 1. If they did close their doors tomorrow, they would be perfectly fine. They'd be able to pay off any debts, notes, etc. Gross margins 22%. Okay, so in the S&P 500, I was gonna say when you have stocks that are, oh, I'm sorry, gross margins are 55%. I was looking at the wrong line. This is an extremely high growth company. For every $100 they spend, they get $155 back. That's pretty crazy. EPS past 5 years and sales past 5 years, strong. Shows that they're resilient. I mean, you can't really fight that. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. You love to see the staircase up here. 2024 trailing 12 months is 4.2 billion, but we're actually trailing 4.4 billion. So that just basically means this company is on track to continue kicking butt. EPS, this is absolutely insane. Shares outstanding, this is absolutely beautiful. You can see that there is natural and organic accumulation of the shares. They're actually going down. A lot of companies you see shares going up where they add to the supply. Not with this company. I'm guessing they're going to have to do a reverse split. I'm sorry, not a reverse split, a forward split to not only bring the price of the stock to a more reasonable value. It's just basically going to go from 25 million shares to 250 million or 2. No, it'd be 250 million, and the stock price would come down from 950 to $95. So, when did they have earnings? They already had earnings. Okay, I mean, this is with the bulls. I mean, you can't argue with this. You can't argue with this. You can't argue with this. Any red flags? Let me see. Insiders are selling. Institutions are buying. Institutions may be selling. I mean, this is just a dream come true, really. Um, yeah, this is absolutely crazy. I don't really have words. So we're gonna see what the potential stock price could be. So we're gonna pull out my handy dandy calculator here, and we'll go ahead and clear this out so it is a little bit cleaner for everybody. So the market cap is 24 billion, 150 million. Pretty crazy. 811 million, 640,000 income. They're profitable. I bet they do offer a dividend within the next before the second half of 2026. I'm guessing. Once they cross income of 1 billion, I can see it happening. Sales, they're at 4 billion, 400, come on, 4 billion, 440 million. All right, and we're gonna go and incorporate our debt and cash. But before we do, Q1 this year they brought in 960. Q1 last year 790. So that's an increase of 170 million. Q2 this year 825 million. Q2 last year 675. So about excuse me, 150 million there added on top. That's just crazy. All right, cash they have 1.4 billion. Historically, pretty good. Where do we go? So they have 1,438,400,000. And debt they have 216 million 10,000. Not bad at all. All right. Let's see what the potential stuff. Oh, debts and assets or liabilities and assets. Let's see. Total assets 3.3 billion. Total liabilities 1.2 billion. So assets dwarf liabilities 2.5 to 1. So every liability you have two and a half assets. Get a check mark there. Oh, I wanted to check. Sorry for the continued scrolling. Okay, we're seeing a lot of selling here. What's going on? Okay, let's just take a peek. CEO sold 10,000 shares. He has 76,000. Let's see. I mean, he just kind of hovers around 76 to 100 million or 100,000 in shares. Um, yeah. So, I mean, there's no real red flags. If they were swing trading their stock, buying and selling, that'd be a little bit of a flag, but um, nothing really to call out. Okay, so there are 25,590,000 shares available. That brings our potential stock price to 1,196. The analyst target is 1,083, and the last target by Truist was 1,200. So my target is off by $3.28 from Truist back in May. And the company's only gotten stronger, so cheers, drink water. All right, so 1183. That's about a $230 increase from here. Pretty much. Pretty much. Um, so I might have done the math wrong there. And sorry, really quick. Institutions own 100.58%. That is old data. New data is 108.73. But look at this trend we got going on down here. Interesting. Let's see what the big boys and girls are doing. Vanguard added 18%. FMR sold 2%. BlackRock added 4%. So yeah, you can go down here and check for yourself. But overall, institutions are adding to this, and I do not blame them. All right, looking at some advanced charting. I mean, I wish I would have bought this back at 98 bucks. I don't know when I charted this, but I obviously missed out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just start from scratch. Scratch. We're gonna call this 2024 to 20. I'll just actually put the date. That makes it easier in the future because then I could see when I did it. Okay. Really quickly, don't mind me here. Okay, so what I just did is I basically just charted out the three main supports. Extend to the right. All right. So, I'm gonna do a little bit more. Perfect. Okay. Extend to the right. So basically, I'm just trying to account for all potential supports. And I think I've captured the majority here. So in a perfect world, I would love the stock to come back down to 653 bucks, obviously. Um, but I mean, with this type of growth, it is hard. Okay. And what I just did here is I went from our cycle low to our cycle high, and I want to establish confidence with how this stock reacts to these Fibonacci arcs, because this can predict a potential bottom for this stock. However, I think we're going to continue to go up. I'll support my thesis here, but really quickly, look at how well these candles respect this Fibonacci arc here. I mean, perfect resistance, great resistance here, breaks up, comes up into our middle ring, perfect support for our on our middle ring here, perfect resistance on our inner ring, comes back, and we haven't really had a test yet. Potentially bearish. I mean, my first target I would look for is like 750. However, asterisk mark, we're midway through August and we're already at 3.7 million shares traded. Last month we were at 9.3. So was there a split already? What's this? There's a split incoming already. You could see I just predicted the future. So there's a split that's going to happen in September. So, I mean, splits are the hot new thing. Every time there's a split, the stock gets hot. So if I mean we got less than 1 month before this stock split to happen. I don't think this stock gets down to 750. So yeah, I don't really have a potential target to watch here. Let's see. This might be a good one. I mean, because we're a month away until this happens. So I mean, 780 to 800 for the bear case. For the bull case, I mean, this stock has, you saw me get to 1196 for my target. Truist has 1,200. Analysts overall have 1,083. Overall, bullish on the stock. We're really close to a split too. So, I mean, we're going to have to wait and see. I mean, the company is just killing it, really. And if we look at what they're guiding for EPS next year is 14%. But I mean, EPS quarter over quarter is 87%, year over year is 55%. Do you think they're downplaying this 14%? Yes, obviously. Strategy. If they have the bar low and they beat that bar, they're beating. They're looking great. um, so I mean, this is nice. I'm in the S&P 500. This is an SP 500. I'm happy. So I have some exposure to this. I'm glad I do. Um, I really don't have anything bad to say about this one, really, other than the CEO selling. But I mean, this has just been so freaking hot. It's been so hot and deservedly so. I mean, just look at this. The EPS is insane. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say except this one is a beauty. I would wait a bit. You could see every time there's a pullback up here, it takes about 5 or 6 months to chill out. So we've reached a new high. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I would wait a little bit, honestly, and this might be really volatile. if you want to sleep at night and not have to worry about stock going from 950 to 750, S&P 500, that's the cure to your ailment. Not financial advice. Again, it comes down to your risk tolerance. The stock is a little expensive. I did not call that out, but I'm calling it out now. It's a little expensive. We want to see this down to 15, 12. Ulta was trading at like 12 before Warren Buffett news broke. And now it's probably up. So there are good deals out there. I'm not saying this is a bad deal. I'm just saying it's super hot. It's about to do a stock split, so it's probably going to go up more. But I mean, I just can't find anything really wrong with this stock. So this one's great. I appreciate one of my viewers who recommended me to look at it. I'm not sure if they're a subscriber, but thank you so much. If you made it this far, consider subscribing. Leave a comment. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Engagement lets YouTube know that I'm doing something right or wrong. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.